This next one might stir up a little bit of feelings between some people, but I'm just gonna say it because I know that it's true. Hey guys, it's Tia Yasmin. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a sit-down video where I'm going to be addressing just some things that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. This video is happening a month after I've celebrated 2 years of successful business. Yes, yep, round of applause. I'm so excited to have accomplished this goal. I know that a lot of people talk about the first 2 to 5 years being the most difficult, and while this has been a difficult couple of years, I feel like I've learned so much. And with that being said, I want to share some of my thoughts and tips and just insight with you guys. I know I'm not that seasoned in business and press-on nails, but I have learned a lot and I would like to share it with you guys. That's basically what my page is all about. I want to make this page all about teaching, sharing, building community. I feel like this is important to me because in my journey, trying to find people who did press-on nails, owned a business, making press-on nails, or just a business in general, I couldn't find a lot of people that looked like me or even did this at all. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Probably, I think I have like 5 tips to share with you guys, so let's just get started. So one of the first things that I'd like to address that I feel like is super crucial to any business, not even just press-on nail business, is to be organized. I feel like it's really important to be as organized as possible. This is coming from someone who lives for organization. Without organization, you're gonna have a very hard time being successful. You need to know where all your supplies are, have designated spots for everything, making sure you have a system that works really well for you when it comes to shipping orders and all that kind of stuff. Have things written down if you have to. Put it somewhere where you're going to remember. Make sure you're staying on top of all your tasks, and that is part of the mental component of everything. While on top of that, you're gonna need to make sure that everything around you physically is organized as well. Make sure you have organizers, shelves, bins, anything that's gonna help you keep all your things together, clean, organized, and ready to go. Because the last thing that you want as someone who's running a business, especially those of who, like myself, are running the business by themselves, you need to have everything in its designated spot so that when you're looking for something, you're not scrambling. Like I said before, if you need to write things down, make sure you have an app. Have the app that you use to sell your products through. For example, I have the Etsy app because that's what I sell all my products through. When I do finally have a website, I'll probably use a Wix or Shopify app as well, just so that I can keep tabs on what's going on with my business when I'm not able to actually access everything from my laptop. And if you guys don't feel like getting apps or writing things down, you can also have somebody in your corner that supports you, is gonna hold you accountable, whether that be your business partner or just somebody that you know who's gonna be like, hey, are you doing what you need to be doing? Let's get back to work. Although I thought I was very organized, I fashioned myself as someone who was organized, I realized that being organized within business is a bit different and can be a little tricky. My second tip slash fact is that businesses are unpredictable. I learned this very quickly because let's just start from where I began with my story. When I first started out, I took January 2021 to do a test run, kind of send out nails to my friends, get feedback and see what they thought. So that first month I wasn't making any money. First month that I actually started selling things was in February 2021, and I only had like two or three sales of that whole entire month, and I thought that was really exciting for me because I was like, oh my gosh, people actually want my stuff. I went from like 2 sales from February to March 2021 selling like 100. Just so you guys are aware, things can really escalate very quickly. But then on the flip side of that, like more recently for me, December 2022, I took a break and basically just shut down my Etsy account, was not taking any orders, and that slowed my momentum down. When I got back into it, fresh year, 2023, the sales looked almost like when I first started, and that was kind of hard for me because I was doing so well, bringing in really big amounts of orders, big checks per couple weeks. I was feeling really good. I slowed down my momentum, but just so you are aware, don't be frustrated with yourself, don't be upset, don't give up just because things aren't looking how you thought they were gonna look. That is just a part of business, and that's something I had to learn. Things are gonna look either really good, month to month, day to day, week to week, whatever, or you might have more of an up and down type of thing going on. One month might be great, the next week might be okay, next few days after that might suck, and then the next months to come could be even better. Like, it's really just up and down. You just have to be patient, work with yourself, and do not give up. So the next thing I've learned, and I think that my experience in other jobs that I've had in the past, working retail and things like that, is stand up for yourself. There's going to be people that are going to try to push you around, especially if your business is on the smaller side like mine. People are going to try to get over on you. They're going to try to get things from you because they think that they can. I think I struggled with this a lot early on because I was not stern in my own policies. I kind of just let people take advantage of what I was putting on paper, putting on my website, and being like, hey, for example, for me, I don't do returns, I don't do exchanges, and I don't do cancellations after 24 hours because I realized my business is really important to me. My time is money. I hate to be corny, but my time is money. And I take a lot of time per set. So for someone to get a set and it looks exactly like the photo, you know, people just aren't satisfied for whatever reason, whether they be, you know, I purchased this by accident, which I don't understand how that's possible. Me personally, when I purchase things, is with the purpose. Like I know what I want. They might say it doesn't look like what they ordered. They're really disappointed in my work. They just anything. They'll make up whatever. And I say make up because I really know what I'm able to put out. I don't sell people things that I personally wouldn't wear myself or that I'm not proud of. And I think it's really important that you stand up for yourself, because when you do get those rude texts or those rude messages that say, hey, I need to dispute this, it's not what I wanted, I need my money back, give me my money back, like stuff like that, be sure to stand up for yourself, reiterate that these are your policies, this is what, you know, you have written down on paper, it was always there. This next one might stir up a little bit of feelings between some people, but I'm just gonna say it because I know that it's true. I've experienced it myself. Friends and family are not always your biggest supporters. Just let it sink for a second. Friends and family are not always your biggest supporters. For me personally, I know that my biggest supporter is absolutely my mom, so she's the exception to the rule. But generally speaking, I've realized that since I've started my business, a lot of my friends don't support me in the way that I thought they would. And that's okay, because not everybody likes press-on nails, not everybody has the time, they might not see your posts, but just realize that you can't be offended if your friends don't pull through or come through for you like you thought they would. You have to be there for yourself. You have to be sure that you're able to support yourself, make sure that you're proud of yourself, proud of your own work, and whether or not only one other person in the entire world likes your work, that is okay. Remember why you started. Why do you want to do this? Do you want to do it because you want people to like you? If you're doing it for that reason, you're doing it for the wrong reason. If you're doing it because you really love to do it, then keep doing it. Even if you have one supporter or, you know, strangers as your supporters more so than your own friends and family, that is okay. It is okay. And it may happen to you, it may not. But for me personally, I realized that that has happened to me. And sometimes I feel more supported with people that I don't even know. People will message me and be like, hey, like, I love your work. Meanwhile, they live across the country. Like, I don't even know who they are. But it's kind of a refreshing feeling. It's kind of rewarding. But just keep that in mind. Don't let that discourage you. And sometimes people aren't doing it to be malicious. Sometimes they're just, you know, either too busy, like they don't relate to the product that you're selling. They don't care. Like, it's really okay. My last point that I want to make is it's okay to ask for help. I personally am somebody who hates being helped with anything. I love to do things on my own. I've always been super independent, even as a young child. But I realized that doing this, for one, as running a business, I've never done this before. Nobody in my family has a business except for like 1 or 2 people. So for me to ask for help can be kind of difficult with a lack of resources, or just the idea that I feel like I can do it myself. I've gotten this far, why do I need anybody's help? But more recently, I've seen changes in my business. I've expanded and grown a little bit more than I have when I first started out. I've realized that it is really okay to ask for help, whether that be from people who have businesses themselves, that have experience within the business realm, people who are older than you, who may be a little bit younger, but have successful businesses as well. Like, just, it's okay to ask around for help, ask for an extra helping hand, ask for some business advice. I know that it can be kind of tricky these days now that a lot of people have businesses and they see that their businesses and their knowledge is profitable. So it can be difficult sometimes to get help if you don't always have the funds to pay for it, or you're not willing to pay for that knowledge. But just keep looking around. The people that will help you for free will offer that. There's nothing wrong with actually selling your knowledge. I feel like that's actually a pretty smart thing to do. As I said before, it's definitely a profitable thing to have knowledge and see that as a source of income, because business owners, they have sometimes that hustle mentality where they feel like everything that they do can be worth something, and that's really okay. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite really willing to pay for people's knowledge. I've learned most of the stuff that I know about press-ons from YouTube or just from personal experience doing nails. But don't feel discouraged when you need to ask for help. Just realize that you can't do everything on your own and that it's important to ask for help. That pretty much wraps up the 5 different things that were most important to me that I've learned over the past few years, or the past year, I guess. 2 years? How long have I been doing this? The past 2 years that I've been doing this. I feel like those are the things that have been most important to me, the most helpful to me. So hopefully those things mean something to you, or that you can relate to them in some kind of way. I know I didn't go too into depth about most things, so if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer anything you guys have questions about. If you guys don't want to put everything on, in public on YouTube, you can definitely DM me on Instagram. I'll put my handle somewhere on the screen. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to this channel for more videos, more vlogs, more tips, more content from me. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.